Hello and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 384? I think so. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, alongside the one and only, the return of the Mac. Once again, return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. Oh my god! Kresh, how are you?
I don't know why you thought that was going to be you, Matt. As soon as he started saying the return of, I was like, he's going to say me. I know for a fact.
Well, yeah, because you've returned every single week. You're here every single week without failure. Rain, sun, snow, 5 o'clock in the morning, you're here.
That's very true. I'm here more consistently than both of you.
Huh? Big man, 384 weeks. I've only taken 1 week off, yeah?
You almost took 2 weeks off. We
Almost.
recorded an episode
Almost.
without you.
Almost.
but it died.
Almost. Keyword there.
I also want to
Almost.
ask a question, and you can choose not to answer this question. How many times do I choose to move the podcast around for my schedule, and how many times do I move my schedule around for the podcast?
Yeah, but that's why are you asking questions that are logical? That doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. Logical questions questions give you illogical answers. That's what I do on this podcast, right? I give you illogical answers.
That's facts. I'm not gonna argue that. Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, and Matt P videos here this week. Hello, Matt.
What's up, guys? I missed you.
Matt, where you been, bro?
2 weeks.
Been busy, man. Been busy.
It's been 2 weeks, right? Or has it been longer? At
3
this point?
weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks. Yeah.
Has it really? Yeah.
Well,
it's been busy, but I'm back. I'm glad to be back.
It's December, bro. Don't the games industry just take time off during this time?
You'd think so.
Well, you're not
You'd
really in
think so.
games, though.
I'm
You're
not
in
really
tech.
in games anymore.
Yeah,
No, I'm
you're
in tech. Yeah. So.
Oof. Does new tech come out this time of year?
No, but we're gearing up for CES in Vegas in January. January 3rd.
Are you going?
That kicks off. Maybe.
Ooh, can't confirm or deny. If you see Matt P there,
Cannot
give him a
confirm or
hug.
deny.
Before we kick off the show properly this week, I just want to say big thank you to every single person who tagged us in their Spotify wrap up. There was way more than I was expecting, especially in the top 5 podcasts of the year. And most of the ones I got sent some privately as well, which we'll get to that. Which I was like, bro, how are we number one? Number one on people's podcast. Like that means every single week you choose to listen to this podcast. Why? I don't know. I genuinely don't know why, Kresh. I don't know. Do you understand why?
Yeah, because I'm at P. They like to see if he's going to be here or not. It's a gamble every time.
That makes sense.
What you don't see in the Raptors, they only stick around for 30 seconds. They're like, oh, Matt's not here.
30 seconds. That's too long, bro. They just go to they literally just listen. They listen to like the intro, just the hello, Kresh. And then we carry on talking and like, oh, Matt's not on. I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm
but just like this week, they have to listen to 30 seconds before they hear my voice anyway, because you and Kresh just taking the piss out of me.
Damn fucking straight.
So...
And it's never going to change. Never going to change, all right? You got it? You hear me? It's never going to change. So, okay, I take offense, Kresh, to this. Let me know what you think of this one. So, as you know, I've been an artist this year. So, I've got my first year's Spotify wrap-ups, people tagging me. Oh, my God, Fixer, you're on my list, blah, 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 blah. Yo, what going on with the people who are messaging me privately and not putting it on their socials, though? What's up with that, Kresh? Are they embarrassed?
Maybe they thought it'd be more intimate.
Don't DM me, innit? I'm a superstar now, yeah? I'm in the Spotify wrap-up. You can't just be
You're a superstar?
DMing me like that, all right? You can't just be DMing me like that. We're not friends, okay?
I need anybody who Fix isn't in their top 5 to start DMing.
Just
Fix
tag me.
He's not in the top 5. No, DM him.
No, do it on social. So I'm like, why are they tagging me in this? Like, what the hell? Like, I don't care that Limp Bizkit's in your top 5. Why are you tagging me? Like, what's your problem? But yeah, man, it's been a solid year. It's been a solid year for the podcast. We've seen year-over-year growth, which has been amazing. Still as consistent as always. We haven't missed a week as per usual. Thinking about that, we need to put 2 in the bank, by the way. So we should probably figure out a time when we can do that, guys.
When you go away again?
I go away the 17th.
Okay. So
We got time. Yeah, we got time.
We got time.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Remember, email in myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com or send us questions in the Discord just so we can get some good topics for those 2 weeks episodes. Otherwise, we're going to make up a topic, okay? A topic and probably just talk for about half an hour and be like, yo, That was your episode.
That's it. It's a podcast.
That's it. So that's on you. If you want an actual, proper, nice Christmas episode, when's Christmas this year? What date?
25th of December, as the same as it's always been forever, since Jesus Christ was born.
I meant what date? What day of the week it landed on? But,
right.
I appreciate you, Matt. I appreciate you, smart ass little bot. You're gonna get good talking to after this podcast. Let me tell you. It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday. I mean, I've listened to podcasts on Christmas Day, so we better make sure we do a good one. We're gonna dress up for it.
What, like Christmas jumpers?
I've got a Christmas jumper. Intel sent me one, so I'll wear that one.
Okay.
Kresh, you got a Christmas jumper?
I can make some
Kresh, you're not a big Christmas guy, Kresh. I forget. No, of course not. You're not a big Christmas guy, right?
I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll figure it out. If we're doing something, I'll do something. It's fine.
Okay.
We'll just decide what we're doing. If it's a jumper, I'll get a jumper.
I respect that. I want to get you a Gears of War one. I've seen a Christmas Gears of War one. I might have to buy it for you and send it to you for next year. It's too late now. Just so you have it. Just so you have it. All right. Just so you have it. If you don't know, this is My Xbox and Me, our weekly Xbox podcast, so you wouldn't believe it. You can get the show early, head over to patreon.com/mcfixer, and you can find us on all podcast services. Don't forget to go and subscribe on all these podcast services, and go check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/myxboxandme, where the video went up extremely late this week, meaning today I just uploaded it this morning, meaning you'll get 2 episodes back to back, and you might be saying to yourself, Fixer, why? I've been doing a lot of stuff. And to be honest with you, the podcast has been the last thing on my bloody mind. I've got to be totally honest with you. You heard about last week. If you watched that, you understand. If you don't worry about it. Forget about it. It's not a problem. Anyway, big shout out to our Patreon producers, Aaron God and FNH Paul. Thank you for keeping the show on the go. We appreciate you every damn time. Topic of the show this week. The Game Awards is upon us next week, my boys. My boys. I'm going to call you. That's what you are now. My boys. My boys. Got one boy here and one boy here. My boys. Hey, you little rascals. How you doing, little guy? Did I just hear Haley laugh as she walked past the door? What the hell? Hey, this is a private podcast, goddammit. Predictions. Obviously, we spoke about last week, Kresh. We spoke about who we thought was going to win each category, and the consensus was pretty much Elden Ring was going to clean up, along with a couple of decent wins here and there for other people. But I thought we would do the predictions in terms of what will be announced at this year's Game Awards. So we're going to do 3 each. Kresh, I'd like you to start us off, if you may. What are we getting this year at Jeff Keighley's The Game Awards, which is going to be 4 hours long, and I'm going to complain because I'm going to be awake too long.
I have a question. Are you guys doing spicy predictions, or are you guys doing...
Kresh, I'm going to be honest with you.
You don't have your predictions.
I've got Haley sitting here clicking at me, bro, like I'm some sort of dog animal on this. What's going on with this week's podcast? You want to be on? Because the people are waiting for your review, by the way. We're still waiting.
Oh shit! Maybe that'll be one of the episodes.
You thought we
Christmas.
forgot. We forgot. I didn't forget.
Don't worry. Christmas special.
I've got something planned. I'll tell you about it off the air.
Sick.
Right,
okay.
You go in. Bye, Haley. Bye. Love
Haley.
you. She
Love
just
you too.
interrupts this goddamn show. I'm sorry, everyone. You thought it was a professional podcast? Absolutely not. Anyway, Kresh, back to predictions.
Yeah. Are you guys doing spicy predictions, or like,
I mean,
let me just look through mine real quick. I'll let you know.
I have 5 written down. One of them I've shunted to the bottom because it's so simple, so easy, like
so
I don't
obvious.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna go for that one.
I'm not gonna go for that one unless some of my other more interesting ones get taken.
Okay.
But then I'm not here to win it, I'm here to.
Yeah, no, I just want to know, because I don't want to be like, you guys are going for simple ones, and I'm gonna be out here, saying that a new Killer Instinct's coming out or something like that.
What?
Speaking of, my first prediction, new Killer Instinct announced Game Awards.
God damn it, dude.
So wait.
Cannot do it.
I did see there was something going around about Killer Instinct, though.
It was.
What?
It was bad,
like
though.
some
It
one of
weren't
the
good.
arcade versions or whatever. Yeah, so somebody, I think the company that made it was an update for the game of one of like the old games. I think it was one of the arcade versions or whatever. And they put a timer on it and they hyped it up, and a bunch of Killer Instinct fans got very hyped up, and then it ended up being that, and people were like, why did you guys announce this? Why'd you guys do a timer? Why did you guys pull the wool over our head for nothing? It was a very disappointing thing. Yeah, so Video Game Awards, Killer Instinct announced.
Okay.
I mean, that's definitely not happening. But I respect you.
Absolutely not. Absolutely, I don't think it'll happen.
I respect you nonetheless. My first one, Matt.
Go for it.
Now, again, I promise you when I say this, I have no insider knowledge at all. I don't get told nothing. I am only a contractor at Ubisoft. As everyone knows, I stream for Ubisoft, blah, 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 blah. Take everything I say with a pinch of salt, yada, yada, yada. I get it. I repeat myself a lot on that point, but I have to. Because a new person may come in. No, but a new person may come into this podcast and be like, not knowing that information. So for people like you always say that, that's why I always say it. I think we see the announcement of a new South Park game.
Oh my god. That would be incredible.
Yeah,
I want it to be true so badly, but no, deep down in my heart, there's no chance in hell you could win that point.
But I think I do. Do we know anything that's coming from Ubi next year, other than stuff that's already been delayed out of this year? So obviously we got Skull and Bones, we got Avatar, we've got
I forgot about
Assassin's Creed, Mirage. We haven't got anything beyond that. And the only thing that sort of, I think, there could be a reason why it doesn't happen is Ubisoft very much do their own thing nowadays. They're very much like EA in that regard of they do Ubisoft forwards. But I could see a little title screen, South Park, and the fractured stick of buttholes. You just never know.
I would be so incredibly excited.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't have that on my list, but my god, I hope you're right.
That'd be big, right?
Huge. It'd be very big. I don't see it happening, but it would be very big.
You gotta remember, I'm also wishing things into existence because it's part of my job now. So I get to stream these games for a living. So now I'm just
and you want to
please,
please. I see the thought process.
Please pay me to stream games these games that I want to come out. Please. So yeah, that's my first prediction.
I like that a lot.
Matt?
My first prediction. Joseph Fares already been announced to be presenting an award, and they made that announcement quite they made that announcement, which seems odd. They don't announce everybody who's presenting an award. They announced Joseph Fares. And so I'm going to say we get a tease for the new Hazelight Studios game.
Wow,
I will say
boring. Jesus.
Joseph Fares is very much so a personality. So I could see
100%.
that announcement happening.
100%. But I think they have quite a good relationship now. And so I think if we see something, we see it here. I mean, it would be quite soon after It Takes Two, I suppose. But I said tease, so.
How long did they tease It Takes Two? Is the question.
Not long.
So then that's why I think maybe you have no merit here, is the problem.
I think they're a different studio now. After It Takes Two, I think people are more excited to see what they're working on next. Whereas before
It Takes Two was put out under EA, right?
Yes, it's I believe. Yeah, it is. It definitely was. Yeah.
I feel like this announcement would probably be more of an EA event or like an E3 or something like that. Because I do agree with you that people are looking forward to it more, but that's why I would also see it at an EA, because that's something EA could pull out for their event that people will get hyped for no matter what.
They ain't
but
got
it
much.
Would be cool to see it here.
They ain't got much,
definitely.
so I agree. No, generally, not even trying to be facetious, but
right.
Other than we know they're working on some Star Wars stuff. They've become that studio now, EA, where they need goodwill with gamers, and I do agree that a Haze-like game, whatever it is going to pique people's interest, especially with how good It Takes Two was. So I agree with Kresh in the sense of it will probably end up at EA Play, but I'd love to see it, man. We know something's coming eventually, but I think it's a little bit too soon, personally.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll make my next predictions more spicy. I don't like the way you guys reacted to that first one.
Number two.
I'll be honest, that first one was not that spicy.
It was. So on the spice meter, it was a chicken korma,
Wow.
Wait. Kresh, you ever had a chicken korma?
No, I have no clue what it is.
You never had Indian, right?
I don't.
Indian food?
Yeah.
I've had Indian food. I've never had that.
Yeah.
Well, I think a chicken korma is one of those.
That's why.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's one of those
It's Indian food,
dishes.
but
it's it's like a chicken tikka masala that was born in Scotland.
Edinburgh. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's an Indian dish. But it's more than don't ask. All right. Anyway, number two.
I wrote 7 predictions.
Oh,
To pick 3 out of these 7 is difficult.
you want to punt
Do you want to
one
bump
my
them up
way?
to 5? We'll go 4. Let's go 4 each. That's
No,
fine. We can go 4. Go
we
4.
can-
Go 4. We'll go 4. We'll go 4.
New Bioshock reveal. I think we're gonna get the new
Oh.
Bioshock game shown.
Okay.
This I have no thought of whether it will happen or won't happen. I just think there is a chance for it to happen at the Game Awards. I think we've been hearing rumblings of the new Bioshock for a while. I don't think it was ever confirmed, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was only.
I think
rumored.
it's confirmed that it's being worked on, right?
Okay. Then yeah, so I think new Bioshock. No predictions on sky setting, underwater setting, or anything like that. Just new Bioshock.
That would be very, very exciting.
Oh
That'd be
yeah, I
awful
think we
exciting.
know that there is. Yeah, or it might, you're right. It might just be leaks, but yeah. I think you could be right though. I think that's actually a really, really good prediction. Like this is a stage where that game would go down really well. 2K, the publisher 2K they're not really known for showing too much anywhere. I try and think about 2K games other than like NBA. Yeah,
don't really
I
do
can-
events.
They don't really do
Yeah.
any. They don't do anything themselves, which they maybe they don't have the IP to because their games take so long to come out. Usually, like look at Bioshock. Look at the new GTA. There's a lot. Yeah.
If you look at something like not Bioshock, Borderlands has its own event when they announce stuff, like
Yeah.
on its own. So their IPs are either too big or they're not necessarily hold enough weight if you cut those out, because those can be their own things.
My name's 2K. My IPs are too big to be shown at Game Awards. Woo. I like that one though. I actually think there's definitely a chance in that happening. Definitely. Next up, this is kind of a fake one, but it's my last hope, boys. Final Fantasy VII Remake will be shown, launching in Game Pass and coming out today, and then I win the pizza bet.
That'd be big. That'd be huge.
It'll be
It'd
huge.
be the biggest
I hope it's
announcement
true.
of this show. It'd be the biggest announcement.
Fix will absolutely like go crazy.
Bro, I have to go. I have to stream this from the front room. I will wake up Haley's dad. He will be pissed. He will be pissed. Let me tell you, like he will. I will. Oh yeah, dude. Do you think there's even a chance?
No.
No.
I was
I
at
don't
a
think
Square.
there's a
I was at a Square Enix
possibility.
event on Friday, and
I saw.
I didn't even ask. I was
Aw.
tempted. I was tempted. I thought, you know what? They're not going to answer.
If it's
any of my
there, it'll be a big
questions.
surprise.
Well, the thing was, is like watching. So obviously, I've seen Crash's Corner. Like I saw the game. I could have played it, but the queue for it was disgusting. But seeing that running on Xbox, I'm just like,
Fantasy 7's remake is right there.
it's right there. I can see it. I can see the graphics. I can see what it would look like. Like, what are you doing to me? Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. Number 2, Matt.
Oh, number 2. Where do I want to go? Okay. I think we see an extended look at the Last of Us TV show, and we see who Troy Baker is playing in it.
No, I think they'll keep that a secret. I think you're wrong about that part.
I don't think we see that show at all here.
Really?
No,
I guess.
I think we
Secret.
might get like
We
I
s-
think we might get like a trailer, but I don't think
Yeah.
like there's. Yeah, I guess.
I can see it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah,
see it. It's
yeah.
mainstream. I bet there's some sort of ad budget
You know-
there. There's I
You
can
know what I
see it.
forgot? Trailers all we see at the Game Awards are trailer, and what I'm thinking of is like it'll be like a trailer. And it's like everything at the Game Awards is a
It's
trailer.
a trailer.
Yeah. Just a stupid moment for me.
How you feeling?
I think-
Chris?
I
You
think-
feeling better? You any better?
Yeah, I'm a lot better.
It doesn't
My
matter
throat
if you're
is
better.
still-
Carry on talking, Matt. No one cares.
I think like Jeff is like clearly very excited about the like aspects of games that are moving beyond games and into movies and TV and stuff like that. And so I think he could wangle it. I think he could do it. I think it'll happen. I believe.
I love
sold
you.
me.
I love you, Kresh. I love you, Kresh. Kresh, I love you. Kresh, I love you. Don't ignore me.
If we're on a podcast, the type of stuff I'd say to you right now.
If this wasn't going out to the public, you'd be a big trouble fixer. Let me tell you.
Let's see. I think my next prediction: new Arc System game revealed, and it's going to be a It's going to be not a crossover, but it's going to be based off an IP that is not their own.
Wait. Say that again.
New Arc System game revealed.
What the hell
Which
is
Arc System is the people who made Guilty Gear and the Dragon Ball Fighters game.
Gotcha.
So I think they're going to be making a new game with a new IP that isn't one of their own and isn't Dragon Ball Z, and we're going to see it here. That is my prediction.
Okay. Seems fighting games, they get revealed here?
Yeah. Mortal Kombat gets revealed every year. I think Tekken's been shown. I
Yeah.
think Street Fighter's been shown.
That wasn't at Game Awards though, was it?
Street
No,
Fighter?
that wasn't. That was at the other one, the Jeff Keighley
Oh, Summer Game Fest.
Summer Game Fest.
Opening
Yeah,
night,
right.
Well, that's what I was just to go back a tiny bit. That's what I was going to say about Matt's prediction about The Last of Us. They did do that whole thing when they came out and showed a screenshot.
They did.
So
They did.
yeah, I do think you're definitely in with a shout. You're definitely in with a shout. I noticed there's been a lack of Xbox talk here
That's fair.
on this Xbox podcast.
Spoilers. My third prediction ain't gonna redeem that.
My first prediction was all Xbox.
True.
So you better watch yourself on what you're speaking on.
You better check yourself before you wiggity wreck yourself. I've got a few in my head now, I guess. Elden Ring. We'll get
This
some
is the
DLC.
one I was talking
The
about.
most boring. I'm pretty sure me and Matt
Get
both
some-
had this. When Matt said that, I knew what it was, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm not going to make that prediction.
Elden Ring will get DLC, right? Surely.
Yes,
Yeah, that's not a
absolutely.
I can guarantee you we're going to see it here. My Elden Ring prediction was also more spicy because I was going to say that they had a DLC showing and that they're going to show a new game.
Oh, Jesus
Ooh.
Christ.
No way.
No.
Really?
So, yeah.
To be
Can we
fair,
get a new
guys,
FromSoft game?
two of my predictions are definitely not going to happen. Like, let me have one.
Fine.
None of my predictions are guaranteed to happen. You took a layup on the way down and you just tapped it.
I
You
took
had
a
to
layup,
go.
and I'm only 5'10", bro. That's not easy for me.
Yeah, you took a layup on a kid's fucking basketball. That's basically a dunk, bro.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Go on, Matt. Get away from my boring one.
Okay, hold on. I need to just quickly.
Oh, it's a tinfoil hat! Holy shit, guys. If you're not watching the video, you need to go to 22 minutes and 58 seconds. Matt P has a tinfoil hat on his head.
Ah!
It fell off! Oh, God, the conspiracies are over.
Hold on, let me get it on a jaunty angle. There we go. So, there is a new category this year in Best Adaptation.
Yep.
There is something nominated in that category which has no fucking right to be there, which is the Uncharted movie.
Okay.
Wild.
Wait. Sorry, can we just... Why is that not meant to be there?
Because it's trash.
Oh, the quality of it's terrible. Okay, yeah, I understand. That's fine. Okay.
Tom Holland's on stage and reveals Uncharted 2, the movie.
Okay.
There it is.
Can I say something?
you
I'm
hit
not
the
usually
dots.
the one that points this out, but I feel like as an Xbox podcast, I have to do this. Two of Matt's prediction were PlayStation relevant
This is
things.
true. This is true. You can sue me.
Uncharted Sony, technically. And he's just playing up to the and me part of this podcast. This is about him.
100%.
This ain't called My Xbox.
Rix is very mean to me today, and I don't like this.
This isn't my Xbox.
podcast.
This is my Xbox.
It's my last day
and
doing
me.
this podcast. I'm gone after this.
You're too consistent, all right? You're too reliable. I don't like it. I need more terrible energy. Come on, Kresh. Give me the next one.
And next one, my very last one.
I thought we said 4.
We did say
Wasn't
four.
that 3? That was 3.
That was 3.
I already did 3. Killer
okay.
Instinct.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Bioshock. Arc System.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
My number 4 is going to be. We're gonna see Suicide Squad. Do I want to do that one?
Ooh.
I have my last one of the 2 possible options for my last one are both gameplay reveals.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with Suicide Squad. I think we're gonna get a Suicide Squad gameplay reveal. The other option that I was gonna go for.
Don't say it, 'cause I think
do
I'm
at
gonna
the
steal
end,
it.
'cause- Okay, so yeah, Suicide Squad gameplay reveal. I think we might. There's a chance we might see it here. That's gonna be my prediction.
I like that. Although we have seen Suicide Squad gameplay.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we see gameplay, not like cut into a trailer gameplay.
Is that something we typically see at Game Awards?
Yes, we saw the
get, like-
Fast and Furious gameplay.
Yeah, okay. Sure. It was too memorable. Sorry, Kresh. It was so memorable, I forgot about it.
The fact that he just said that, it redeems everything he's ever said in his life. We saw the Fast and Furious, you know. This
It's
guy.
true.
This
You asked
guy.
for facts. I came with receipts, bro.
You did.
I get it. I
Don't ever bring it up to me again.
I respect
Don't
it.
ever talk to me or my sister ever again, alright? Don't ever. Okay, I respect it. I respect it. Oh, is it me?
It's you.
It's you.
This is another wishful thinking one. And I don't know where Xbox are at right now, is my problem. Because we just don't know anything. So I've got two in my head. One is probably something Fortnite related. Because I saw they just teased that Mr. Beast is coming to the game. And I feel like that's the type of thing that could definitely get announced at the Game Awards properly. But I'm going to go with... We will get a CGI trailer to announce the new Gears game.
Wow.
No shot.
Too soon?
No
soon?
shot.
Not too soon. I think Coalition's next game isn't going to be Gears of War.
No,
They're working on the other
studio.
smaller gamer. They're making another smaller game. They already announced this.
We are seeing Gears.
The next game from them is not going to be
The
Gears.
next game from them is Gears.
Well, the next-
I hope you're right.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive. Like, they could announce Gears with a CGI trailer, and their next game could not be Gears. Like, that's still
Yeah,
a
but I'm telling you, the next
chain of
game
events that can happen.
is gonna be something Gears related.
You think they do that there instead of an E3?
I think Xbox have been pretty decent with announcements at the Game Awards, and Xbox have been quiet, bro. We've been
you think they got
quiet. So there's got to be something. I did see a rumor about them being quiet because they're still waiting for this Activision stuff to go through and blah, 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 blah. So maybe we don't see anything. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like Gears is so quiet right now. Like, we're not getting anything Gears related. So, yeah, I don't think we'll get gameplay or anything like that. And I still think they've got that up their sleeve for when they do E3, which is the first gameplay look of Gears. And that's even something they maybe announced prior to E3 in terms of like it will be shown at E3, and then you've got that whole hype going into it. So yeah, that's where my hat stands. Yeah.
You think that's big enough for a one more thing?
No, I don't think we get one more thing. One more things have been dead for ages now.
They're dead. They're gone.
Yeah, one more
Don't
things have
happen.
been dead for a while, to be honest with you.
I like a one more thing.
Oh, I love it.
Everyone loves a
We
one more
love
thing.
one more thing. Yeah. We all love. I think we all on this podcast. We should make a podcast called The One More Thing. If I'm being honest,
Good
like,
idea.
that's got to be done already, surely. But yeah, I just no. I think I just hope it's well paced, man. That's all I really care about. I just hope it's well paced. It's gonna be 3 hours long, but I just hope it's well paced.
Yeah.
No such thing as a well-paced 3-hour-long show.
There is though. There is.
can-
It just needs to.
It just
It
not
needs to be
be dull for an
consistently
extended
hype.
period of time.
There needs to be consistent hype moments. That's all. You know?
But the problem with that is that people are always going to find awards not hype.
Of course. Well, the problem with the Game Awards are the awards of the Game Awards. It's not that. I don't mind the big awards. I don't like it when we get, and this is no disrespect in any way, shape, or form to any other host, but it's very clear that it's like, when Jeff Keighley's hosting an award, this award matters. When Sidney Goodman's hosting an award, this is a lesser award. And
Yeah.
they've painted
Those-
it like that for years. And that's nothing against Sidney Goodman or anybody else that is hosting. It's just very obvious when it's Jeff, this award matters. We're getting
Yeah.
an interview. We're getting a da-da-da. Like, this was one of the big ones. And then when it's Sydney, I think I'm saying it correctly.
Yeah.
She's over in the corner and
we don't see the reaction for the people winning
No
or
one
anything
cares.
like that. It's just sort of like
The air
text
just
will
gets
pop up in the
sucked out.
bottom. Yeah. Okay.
So,
I feel what you're saying.
and trust me, again, I've hosted before. I can only imagine how hard that is as well. Which is like, you still got to bring the hype. You still got to do your job correctly. You've got to hit this out of the park. But you know you're hosting. I love the award, but it's very obvious when you see Impact for Games. And it's always brushed off to the side. There's no Jeff. Maybe I'm wrong this year. It's never Jeff Keighley hosting that award with the dev or whatever. It's usually off to the side, whatever. So hopefully I'm wrong, but yeah.
I got one left, right?
Yes.
Yep.
In some form or fashion, I think we see 3 Star Wars games. One of them will obviously be Jedi Survivor. One of them might be a shitty mobile game. One of them might be a shitty VR game. But I think we get 3 looks at Star Wars video games.
Are you saying 3 or at least 3?
I'm saying, well, why would I not say at least 3 and give myself the wiggle room? Because otherwise I lose if they do 4.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure you had that wiggle room, Matt, because I don't think that's happening. But
all I
just in case
is we get one more thing and then we hear this Kresh. Can you hear this?
That's not coming.
Damn it! You can't hear it at all?
No.
Damn it!
I hear it for like
I got this music box from Square Enix, and it's the Aeris theme song. Come on, hear it, please!
It's popping in and out.
Fuck's
it's like
sake,
occasionally
it's my
part
filter.
of
It's my damn filter. That would have been a cool moment. Fuck you, music box. No one likes you anymore. Yeah, man, that's our predictions. Kresh, what was your other one that you didn't say?
Dragon Age gameplay reveal.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Jedi.
No. We haven't seen the game. I think we'll see the game before we get gameplay for that, like a trailer or whatever. But yeah, I think
they got
Dragon
the new
Age,
Star Wars. They got the new Disney games thing, right? They did with Blessing that year, so I feel like that was a big dud. So I feel like they'll level that up next year with a bunch of Star Wars as well.
Yeah. Just to point out, Fix, this is the most we've heard the music boxes right now.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say as well. I think whenever you talk, it's just coming through, but it's noisy.
When you have it close to the mic, it ignores it. When you have it a little bit far away, it like sneaks through.
It's funny.
Well, that's going to keep going until it stops, all right? I twisted that bitch until it stopped, so there you go. That's the way it is.
Is what it is. I had one more on there as well, which was that we get a Borderlands movie trailer, but then I felt like I was going really heavy on the TV movie stuff, so I pulled it back.
Yeah. I don't think we get all that. I think the Last of Us one for sure. I think you sold me on it. The Uncharted 2 one, I think is too soon, to be honest. Are you saying just an announcement or like a trailer?
I mean, I went balls to the wall. I said Tom Holland on stage announcing Uncharted 2. So I don't think
Oh, so I could see that being a more likely scenario than having a trailer.
It's just stopped. All right, well, that's our predictions for this year's Game Awards.
Good podcast, boys.
No, we still got the rest of the show to do, Kresh. God damn it. We still got.
Let us know your predictions in the comments. Tweet at us. I want to see them. I want to give kudos to people who get good ones in.
Yeah. All right, what's been in your box this week? Kresh, want to kick us off?
Yeah, I've played a good amount of games. I played Evil West.
Ooh.
Which is the vampire hunter type game from the West. You've seen it. You've definitely seen it. Fixed the guy with the electric gauntlet.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. They offered me a code.
Oh, okay.
I saw that. I watched the trailer again for it. They offered me a code, and I was like, no.
It's not bad. It is very much so a love letter to like the PS2 era, like Devil May Cry type of game. Not to say that it feels dated in that way, but like design philosophies are definitely from that era. It's solid. I think the price point for me, I think, is probably a little steep for most people for what you get.
How much is it?
It's a $60 game. It's either 60 or 70.
Is it not on Game Pass?
Nope, not a Game Pass game.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, if it was Game Pass, I'd recommend, like, if you like Devil May Cry, definitely check it out. But it is probably a game to keep an eye out, especially if you like Devil May Cry.
New Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
That's something I could see happening there. But there's so many places Devil May Cry could pop up.
Yeah.
E3, Tokyo Game Show, so many spots. I've played Vampire Survivor, which is the top-down bullet hell roguelike game. It's fun. I really enjoy it. I've been hearing about this game for probably about the whole year. People have been talking about it.
Yeah.
It's on Game Pass, PC, and
Yeah.
Xbox. And if you don't have Game Pass for whatever reason, it is a $5 game. It is good. It's well made for what it is. I've also played Warzone. I finally tried that out because I was supposed to play with my 2 friends, but one of the friends didn't install it, and the other friend just never wanted to play with me.
That's not true. You're so hard to get a hold of nowadays. Because you don't appear online. I never know when you're on.
Message me, bro.
No, just appear online like a normal person.
To be honest, no. I've started appearing online more often because of you, because you mentioned that the other day.
Yeah, I just don't know when you're on, so I'm just like, well, I'm not just going to message him out of the blue.
Here's the problem. When I appear online, mostly the habit of appearing offline on everything is instilled from Xbox, because whenever I appear online on Xbox, I got messages from people wanting to play Minecraft that I don't know. They're just like, invite me to play Minecraft, and I'm like, I don't know if this is a bot.
That's not
I
happen
don't know
on
if this is some
Discord.
little kid
That
or
doesn't
whatever
happen
it
on
is.
Discord.
It's just a habit.
I know.
Yeah, it's just a
Just
habit
do what
now.
I do. Put on Do Not Disturb. So then that way you don't get notifications, but I can still see that you're on your PC.
Got it.
That's what I do. So Do Not Disturb is on 24/7, but it still shows that I'm on.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Warzone is good.
Okay, I was going to say,
Okay,
before
go.
you move on, what is Warzone?
Yeah,
What do you think of Warzone?
Warzone. Warzone's good. I enjoy it. I only played solo matches.
What is Warzone? What is it?
you know what I
I've
meant.
never
You know what I
heard of the
meant.
biggest game of the year. What is it?
I've been enjoying the changes to Warzone.
Yeah.
I like it. I've been hearing a lot of people like not enjoy looting, and I don't have a problem with
Looting out of
personally.
bags is a nightmare. To do it fast is a
Why?
pain in the arse.
So, you mean looting out of dead enemies?
No, so dead enemies and bags and stuff like that. It takes me a second. I'm just like, bro, this isn't fun. It's not fun. It's not fun to
enough.
loot.
Okay.
But in the
don't-
same breath, nor is PUBG. Like back in the day, and I love that. I just think it's go on.
I don't think looting is good in any game. If we're gonna be 100% honest, I don't think BRs have good looting systems in general.
I think the only other way to do it would be Fortnite, which is you just explode everything that was in your pack onto the floor and you just go pick up what you want to pick up.
Yeah. I think I understand why there's pushback, because people are used to it working a certain way.
Yeah.
And then you change it. And I do think that like that could cause pushback, but I think it's a lot more. I find it weird that certain chests aren't lootable that way, and they pop out loot, and then some of them have loot that way. I think if it was
Yeah.
more uniform, it wouldn't be an issue. I think that
Yeah.
is a little bit of a problem. I like the loadout system in this one more than it was in the past games, or however it works. I haven't messed around with it too much, so I don't know if it ends up being drastically different or it's the same thing. Gulag, I prefer Gulag now. I feel like it
Really?
goes by faster. Yeah. All you have to do is get a kill to escape Gulag. You don't
No,
have to
your
win the
team
whole
has to
thing.
win.
No, you only need a kill.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you only
What?
need a kill. Yeah, you need a kill.
I don't think that.
I don't think that's right either.
I'm pretty sure it's right. I'm pretty sure
I'll be
it's right.
honest with you. I haven't played enough Warzone. I really want to, but I don't like playing solo. I really dislike playing solo Warzone now. Like
Yeah, I
Warzone
agree.
to me is back in the day. Warzone to me was very try hard. I was trying. I wanted
Yeah.
to be very good. Like that was something I was actively like trying to be a Warzone player back in the day. Now, like Matt says, it's my. I'd love to just jump on and play with a bunch of friends and just have fun. But I think I found the perfect mode for that. If you don't mind me
too.
transitioning.
Let's do it.
Just want
DMZ.
to complain about one last thing. Just one
Hit me,
last
go
thing.
on, go
Just
on,
one
go on.
complaint. I don't like the bots. Get rid of the bots. I
No.
don't want bots in the game.
See,
The
you're
bots
wrong.
suck.
Double down on the
Double
bots.
down
Go
on
to
the bots.
DMZ.
Go and play
Not in
double.
Warzone.
Go play DMZ. No, do you know
Yeah,
what,
but I'm
Kresh?
not
I
talking about
agree with
DMZ.
you. I agree. No, I do agree
I'm
with
talking
you.
Warzone specifically.
I died to a few bots a couple of times and it was really annoying.
I understand the reasoning of bots. It's to force people to be active on the map,
Yeah.
so you can't just camp the whole time. But I think that's sort of counterintuitive in a BR that I don't think it feels great. I think that's something they saw Fortnite do, and bots are honestly, even looking at Fortnite, they're one of my least favorite things in Fortnite as well. So I'll leave it at that. We can talk about DMZ now.
We can go back to Warzone in a second as well because I still got things. But DMZ mode, I played it for the first time with Bob Duck and Weath the other day. I was doing a sponsored thing for Intel, and they were like, "Oh, we've got some codes. You want to give them away?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So we played that, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, man. I don't quite know the entire system just yet, and the problem is I've played Tarkov,
Yeah.
so I understand it's like Tarkov, but it's nowhere near as in depth or scary or challenging as Tarkov. Not even close. Not even 10%. Not even 10%.
I've heard it described as baby's first Tarkov.
Yeah. Do you know what the thing is with Tarkov? Yeah, Tarkov it doesn't explain a single thing to you. Like Tarkov is very much you get up maps on a separate monitor and you're communicating. It's very realistic. Where COD it's very much there's the extraction, there's the tower you need to go to, there is this, there is that. Pick up this, pick up that. Like, I think it's a very good first try, but I would love the gameplay of COD with the intensity of Tarkov. I think that could make for a really, really fun game.
I don't think.
So go on, Kresh.
I was gonna say I don't know if it'd be possible in Call of Duty.
No, I agree, but it would be fun.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
But like one of the things about Tarkov is like if you injure your legs or something like that, you move slower and all this stuff. I don't think that would ever be something they could do in Call of Duty and people enjoy it.
No,
I think they could do it for sure. I think they could. People that work on Call of Duty have talent, you know?
It's the same argument of like when people say about roleplay's huge, so Grand Theft Auto are guaranteed going to have roleplay. It's like, no, they're not. They're not. It doesn't scale like that. And I think it's the same thing with this. Like, Tarkov is it's a very popular game, but it's a niche game. Right?
Yeah.
Where like
a loud niche, a very loud niche.
Yeah, a very, very loud niche. Very just like hentai, you know? It's a loud niche. It's very loud.
Exactly. Don't look confused, Matt.
Exactly.
You're part of it.
It's a niche, but it's loud. You weren't expecting that, was you?
I get it.
Someone's in their car right now with their kids going, Daddy, what's hentai?
Well, if they weren't, now they are for sure.
Go on, Matt.
No, I was just gonna say yes. I also love DMZ. I think it is. If you haven't played Tarkov or you haven't played any other games like that, it is quite difficult to get your head around initially. Like the different contracts and how you get into strongholds and all these things. But that depth is there and it's cool and yeah, I really really like it. I think it's really really good. And that risk of reward for like how long do you stay in the match? Because the longer you stay in, the more likely you are to bump into a squad. The harder it is to extract. Like all these things. It's really cool.
Imagine, go back, Division first launches, and imagine Division is this, and not trying to force the story and the MMO aspects too much on you. Because the Dark Zone in the beta.
Amazing.
Was the funnest I've had in that game.
Bro, all they need
some
to
of the
do,
funnest I've had in a lot of games.
All they need to do is strip back Division when you go into PvP. And it isn't as build heavy. And I know that sounds stupid, but it's like keep the multiplayer. No. Keep the single player mode, which I mean still has multiplayer, but you understand what I'm trying to go for. Keep the campaign, and then you need for Division 3, this is how it needs to go. You play the campaign, you level up your character. Then they have the Dark Zone, which is the PvP fighting and blah, 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 blah. Then they need a DMZ mode. But that all needs to be there at launch. The DMZ mode needs to be your end game for high-level loot. Which is, you can communicate with other people, you can decide whether you want to kill them and that. That's what the Dark Zone should be.
Yeah, but the DMZ being the goal for endgame loot, I think is just counterproductive to what the rest of the game is. Because the rest of the game is MMO-like. And if you're going into an area where you don't want people to use builds, and it's sort of like you're going to go in and figure stuff out as you go, it is very counterproductive.
I think you've got to find a way, though, of like, because Dark Zone was hell. As soon as you knew what the build was, you had 10,000 heals, but you shoot somebody, it was just... It got to a point where it was like, it's pointless. Everyone's ran the exact same build.
I think best case scenario is that they do a spin-off for the Division. Not free to play or whatever. All the stuff they've done is that it's just DMZ focus. And I think a lot of people would actually play it.
That would be so good. That'd be so good.
And you sort of, from the ground up, you keep the Division style of gameplay, but you sort of create looting how you need it to be in that game and everything to work out in a reasonable fashion.
I think the new. What do you even call like Tarkov and these type of games? Like, what's the genre?
I don't think they have a genre.
Okay, well, whatever we're calling those
Tarkov-like.
in the future, this is going to be the new version of Battle Royales, by the way. If do you remember the game that I'm super excited for? DayZ? Not, or after,
Yeah, I know.
what's it called? Not DayZ.
I
After Dark?
I don't. It's.
Right,
I
one
think
sec. I'll bring it up.
Dark?
I'll bring it up on Steam. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, but I think this is the new. You know what it sounds like? What's the new thing that's going to get people like the day before is what it's called. This is the new. This is it. This is it. People are loving proximity chat in Modern Warfare, and I think that's going to continue. People love looting. That's something we all enjoy in games. We love leveling up. I think this is the new. When Battle Royale eventually dies, this is going to be the thing that takes over. A mixture between PvE, which is get your butt out of there as quickly as you possibly can and get your good loot, and you still feel accomplished. You still level up. You still get AI kills, so you feel like you are doing something. And then for the higher level players, it's how long are you going to last? How long are you going to be in there for? How much loot are you really going to get? Are you going to be able to take out that team and get that special sniper? That is what I think it is, and I think it needs to be the game where you start off with, I don't want no special editions. I don't want no nothing. I want literally $60. You start with a pistol. Go get it. That to me would be so much fun.
I think it would be cool. I just don't know who would make a game to like appeal to the masses like that. Because I do think
it's a niche.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the
problem.
thing. Like, but even Battle Royale started as a niche. How long did
H1?
what's the name? H1 exist before we got PUBG or another game to compete against it. So I definitely think there's a possibility at some time, and I think DMZ is kind of a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
But Tarkov is way too skewed in one direction. It's
Tarkov's
too
too far
people to really get into it.
Yeah, Tarkov's too far. It's too far that the other end of like military, hardcore, shooter. Bro, literally, you're getting sniped from towers, you don't know where anybody is and stuff, which some people find absolutely fun and amazing, which so do I, but you need the right people to play that with. And this is very, I've got 20 minutes. I'll jump in real quick.
Yeah, somebody needs to find a balance with it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something to keep an eye out, and I do think it's a good shout about the whole PvE and PvP nature, because we've gotten a lot of games try and do PvP and PvE, but the thing is those games generally still force you to do PvP at some point, where with this you could like avoid people completely and escape as well. So it gives more room to the player to decide.
You're right though. Division could do this perfectly. Division would be so good at this.
Yeah.
Which
and I think as well, we are in a bit of a honeymoon period with it, like you were talking about with Division, where not everybody in there fully understands what's going on, and it's very natural, like the proximity chat and stuff like that. There is definitely room here to be
the best
massive
DMZ.
griefer. Well, just to be like grief the hell out of this shit, like C4 up all of the extraction zones, or wait camp the extraction zones. People aren't really doing that yet, or I haven't seen that yet. But I can imagine that being quite frustrating if that's the way it goes.
But I think that would be part of these games as well.
Yeah.
I think it's that risk reward. Is somebody camping here, and that's where the more you learn about the game, the more you'd also prepare to like counteract stuff like that. It's like we're going to an extraction, check out the buildings before we even start calling it out. So I think it is a learning process, but it's definitely a cool game type.
It's fun. It's definitely fun. That's the main thing. But yeah, Warzone, and the other thing I'll say about this is it's the perfect mode to play before you touch Warzone. If you're someone who's like, Warzone not for me, don't like that, blah, 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 play DMZ, I think it will then turn you on to Warzone more.
I'm gonna disagree with you, bro. Just go into Warzone, you'll fight as bots, bro. You'll be good, you'll be golden. You got no problems. The chance of you seeing a person until you're top 30, unlikely. Don't worry about it.
Depends on where you land.
Yeah, just land like a... Land like Fix. Land at the edge.
Me? No way.
No,
bro, I still haven't got a win, though.
It's Georgie Pool.
I wish.
Bring back PUBG. I got top 13 in my first game, and then my second
I
got
second.
top 50, and I was like, I'm done.
I got second, and I was just like, I'd like to play with you guys. It'd be fun.
Yeah, we should definitely.
It would be very fun.
Yeah, it would. Very fun.
We've also got 2 episodes to bank, and you're going on holiday, so.
Don't try and use my holiday against me. You ain't been here for 3 weeks.
Just saying.
I'm
Kresh.
staying out of this.
Kresh.
I'm staying out of this.
Anything else you been playing?
I have.
Kresh, because we still want Kresh, sure.
Are we?
Yeah, Matt,
Yes.
chill out. Yeah, I got one more
Sorry.
game.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I
I'm
played
sorry.
Marvel Midnight Suns.
Ooh.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been waiting for my code to come.
Matt, what are your thoughts on the game? Because you tweeted something that has me curious. What are your thoughts?
Well, you tweeted Marvel Midnight Suns is a good game, full stop. I
Yeah.
tweeted, is it though? Is it though? I was ready to write this game off before it came out. Like, we both kept saying, the more we see of this game, the less into it I am. Then people started reviewing it really, really well.
Can I just interject there? Can I just get let me just get like a roundup of people's reviews, just so you know. Maybe you're not somebody who listens to listens to other people's podcasts because you're a loyalist. VGC 5 out of 5. God is Geek 9.5 out of 10. PC Gamer N 9 out of 10. PC Gamer 88 out of 100. GameSpot 8. RPG Site 8. IGN 8. Games Radar 4. You heard of that place?
I've heard of them. 4 out of 5.
Destructoid 7.5 out of 10.
That's
Pretty
an
good
83 on
reviews.
Metacritic. Yeah.
So go ahead.
So
Matt.
questioning whether it's a good game just has me curious, Matt.
Yes.
No. Look, I think you're right. I think it is a good game. I'm not seeing those scores out of it. I'm probably 6 hours in. And it is one of those games which is like, I'm sure the tutorial I'll be still getting tutorial messages 10 hours in. Well, firstly, I'm getting really bad performance on Xbox.
Oh.
I'm not playing on Xbox.
What are you planning on?
PC.
Come on! Over to the dark side now, boy. Told you.
Dark side.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Like no like game breaking crashes or anything like that yet. But like running around the hub world and getting frame rate drops pretty terribly. Loading's quite long in general. A lot of like graphical glitches and stuff when I'm chatting to people or running around.
That's on Series X, yeah?
Series X, yeah.
Should got a Series S.
Probably the Series X is holding back the Series S. We've established this. But like in the combat systems, everything's fine. Everything's great. I am enjoying myself. I also see the potential of all the things. I think I'm at a stage now where I'm like, I want you to be giving me more cards. I want to be able to do more things, but it still feels quite bland at the moment. Like each of my characters has like 3, maybe 4 cards to choose from. And so I'm seeing the same stuff a lot. But yeah, I'm not clicking with anything outside of the combat. And I'm having performance issues.
So it's probably I'd imagine it's the performance issues that take you out of everything else. Because like realistically, all the overworld stuff, like you don't have to do almost any of it.
Well,
95% of the stuff is skippable.
Yes.
Other than the first 3 days.
Exactly. And I've just got now to a point where basically somebody told me that and was like, hey, we've shown you everything. You don't have to do any of this ever again if you don't want. And I'm like, I don't think I do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep playing. And like I said, I'm early in. And, you know, I'm a big Marvel guy, but the supernatural aspect of Marvel has never something that's been massively appealing to me. And so this story is very much baked into that. So far, the story is not hitting with me all that much. And yeah, I'm just not clicking with it yet.
I see. I've been clicking with everything for the game so far. I enjoy it a lot. I think the combat's really good. I think once you start learning characters and what characters can do, and the combos with characters, like if you're playing Ghost Rider and you have magic on your team, you can put the hellholes with Ghost Rider down and then put Magic's portal and then push them through the portal into the hellhole, and you can do a lot of really cool stuff like that once you start figuring out how these characters work, which will take you 2 or 3 times playing with the characters to fully realize this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I think the progression of stuff you can do, like you hang out with the characters more, you can start doing, you get special combo cards you can do with characters that do a ton of damage and stuff like that. the progression of the Abbey and it allowing you to build items and upgrade in other ways, I think is really cool as well. Overall, like I think just the progression in general and the way the Abbey works is like it's one big puzzle. It doesn't feel like something you need to do. I think that's really cool. There's not a lot that I look at this game and I would say I dislike. I can't think of anything off the top of my head personally that I look at the game and I'm like, I don't like this. I think for a card-based system and it's still feeling as tactical as it does, I think it works out really well. I love the management aspects. I know we talked about Gears Tactics way back when. One of my biggest issues with the Gears Tactics was that there weren't enough management issues in it, or enough management stuff you needed to do in the game. Where this has that, like, your nighttime, you can hang out with a character. You can only choose one character to hang out. Like, make that decision. What card are you going to upgrade with the resources you have? What are you going to do with all your resources? I really like a lot of that stuff. And I think it's a success. I think the narrative they've set up, I think works. It doesn't feel too forced. But like Matt said, it isn't really into the superhero aspect. It is very much into Marvel's supernatural aspect. And if you're not into that type of stuff, this might not really be the game for you. But I don't know how that evolves or changes the more you get into it, to be fair.
How far into you, do you think?
I fought the second main villain. I've probably put about like 15, 16 hours into it.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I can't wait to play this on my Steam Deck. I gotta be honest with you.
And that's it. And I kind of agree with that. And I think if I had a touch screen, I'd probably be enjoying it a bit more as well with this kind of thing. And one of the big issues that I have with it, and I'm curious if it's different on PC, there's no way to scale the UI, and the text is so small. I can't read what most of these cards do.
I've not noticed the text being too small, but I have my monitor right in front of me on PC.
Yeah.
So it could just be a thing of like it's small. They don't have a text scaling option. That's interesting.
No, and I've dug through the menus, and they don't have a lot of options.
Is there UI scaling of any sort or anything like that?
Not that I've been able to find, and equally, I don't think I'm being dumb and missing it because there are barely any options.
There isn't a lot.
If you go into the video settings, it's brightness, and that is it. That is the only setting in there. And
I imagine that's something they'll update.
I'd hope so. Yeah, from an accessibility point of view and stuff. But yeah,
okay.
I want it to click because I do enjoy some of the gameplay. But yeah,
am I gonna like it?
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you liked Gears Tactics, so maybe you like this.
I loved Gears Tactics,
but like it's not. If you're going into it for like a super story heavy thing, I don't think you'll like it. Because like the interactions with like the separate characters isn't so in your face that it feels like it's forcing you to do stuff with them.
Yeah.
But it's also lighter on narrative because of that, which I think is a good trade-off as opposed to like forcing you to over interact with these characters and it being written poorly or something like that, right?
How is the writing?
I think the writing's fine for what the game is. I don't think it's gonna win any Oscars or Game Awards for narratives, but it's not bad. It's not like egregious. There's occasional times where it's like, oh, the writing is a little bit off or the delivery is a little bit off, but I feel like you'll always get those pop-ups with most games. So yeah, I think the writing's fine.
It's very, very referential. Like every other thing somebody's saying, they're either mentioning a Marvel character or weirdly just talking about the Gremlins movie or other weird like pop culture-y things that are a bit dated and a bit odd. But yes, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, I look forward to trying it. Indeed. It's been on my list, so I'm happy. A game that's also been on my list, haven't played it, but the Callisto Protocol is getting slammed.
Yeah, I haven't played it either for that reason. I'm like, I'll wait for a patch to come out.
Yeah.
But, whew.
Yeah.
The stuff that I've heard people saying about it isn't really patch fixable. I haven't heard a lot of people been like having performance issues and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's definitely performance issues. Performance issues. But I've heard it's just not very fun. And narratively it falls off midway through. Immensely. And again, I'm seeing it from the Resident Evil fan base point of view, because most of the people I follow are like survival horror streamers and stuff like that, and so I take obviously what they say with a lot more opinion than I do a review from, say, an IGN or something. So yeah, I just saw a few tweets and people just like, no, this ain't it, boys. And I'm like, man, like, I was looking forward to this one. I was getting ready to buy it, and I was like, you know what? I'll wait. It's a December game. I can wait for January. Maybe it's been patched so it performs better. And yeah, I've seen the reviews that some people say it's good, but some people say, people who know survival horror, in my opinion, people that stream it every single day and that is their genre, are not really loving it.
Yeah, I think one thing unfortunate about the game is that they sold it very much so as a spiritual successor to Dead Space.
Yep.
I think right away you have a connection to a franchise that for a lot of people, for a horror game, is like one of the pillars of like, it's one of the best horror games. At least Dead Space 1 and 2. I don't Dead Space 3, I think people don't really like.
No one likes Dead Space 3. No one likes Dead Space 3.
Yeah.
I don't think 2 is even that well loved.
2 people enjoy it, but it's not, yeah. But yeah, so they just, if you didn't, I think the deliverables for this game also weren't going to be drastically high. I think you just needed to have a solid horror game. I don't think the story needed to be something that was crazy out of the water. I think you needed to have decent combat, which I've heard is people's biggest complaint, is the combat can be pretty boring.
Yep.
I've heard some people say like playing this game on the easiest is the most fun you'll have with the game, which is generally not something you want to hear about a game. I'm still looking forward to it. Are we going to talk about the fact that the Xbox version is missing some enhanced
like
RTX
we're gonna
completely,
have to, aren't we? You know, like, yeah, so on by far it performs better on PlayStation by a mile. It's missing ray tracing, if I'm not mistaken, on Xbox.
On the Series X, yeah.
Huh.
It seems so from my perspective, it seems like what the developers did is, I don't know how the process, and this is where like smart delivery, where it kind of stumps us, because I don't know how smart delivery works.
It seems like some of the features.
It seems like some of the features that are supposed to be on the Series X version and aren't on the Series S version just aren't there, and it's just going off of the Series S version. And I don't know if that's something in the developers' side, or it's like they just really messed up with the Series X variant. I've seen some people throw out crazy conspiracy theories because PlayStation helped with the game, is that like PlayStation ruined the game, and it's like PlayStation worked on an animation and mocap, so they wouldn't have been involved with the areas that are messing up. So
interesting.
It's a shame.
It is a shame, because but this game to me reeked of, why are you putting this out in December as well?
Yeah.
Like, this could have easily been delayed. Why wasn't it delayed? Like, we praise games for delaying and polishing more. Like, why did this have to come out straight away? Like, and now look at it. Not only that, the one thing that did rub me the wrong way was I was looking to buy it, and the 2 different bundles as well. Like, the deluxe bundle has like kill animations in it or something.
Those aren't in the game yet. They're not in the game yet. They're not even made yet.
But why would that be something you're adding? Like, why would that not just be added in an update? I don't get why I'm paying for that.
So I think it's kill animations that are like is based off the stuff that they're adding to the game. I don't think you're gonna be able to play the base game and they'll be there. I think they're just selling, because people like the kill animations. I think they were like, oh, it's gonna be a selling point for a thing is new kill animations, and I think it was taken out of context.
Interesting.
By a lot of people, which I could see happening, and hopefully it is the case that it came out of context, and it's not the case of like, these are gonna be in the base game, but you just gotta pay for them.
If this was Capcom, I'd be just, if this was Resident Evil and Capcom, I'd be destroying them. They'd get destroyed by me for trying to sell me something like that. So it's the same thing here. I was just like, seems like a weird thing to pay for, but okay, if you're saying it's additional content that wouldn't have been there in the first place, all right, sure, fine. Yeah. Anything else anyone's been playing?
Only very, very quickly, I played Need for Speed Unbound.
Oh, I've actually seen gameplay for that, and it looks, thumbs up, thumbs down. Where we at? No, that's not an up or down.
That's not an answer. That's a down. That's a down.
I'm shitting on games left, right, and center today, apparently. I'm not a huge fan. I haven't played a lot. Like, maybe 2 hours. And so
That's enough.
I really shouldn't be giving a thumbs up, thumbs down.
No, that's enough to know if it's for you or not. 100%.
Sure.
How's the driving?
Well, that's kind of my major issue with it. Unfortunately, it's like I just can't get on with it, and maybe it's the car I'm in, or maybe I don't know, I haven't tuned it right, or whatever it is, like, or I haven't put enough time into it to get a good car that I feel comfortable driving. But I just can't. I can't find the balance of like drifting around a corner to earn NOS, but that's slowing me down so much that I will lose every race I ever try to drift in. Like, I can't figure it out. And so yeah, I can't imagine I'd go back to it, to be honest with you. I never really intend on playing it in the first place. I had to play it for work. And so, yeah, is what it is.
I really look at I saw the problem was it came out and I forgot it was coming out.
Same.
Well, didn't it like drop 3 days early for no reason and they never talked about it? And they
Not for no reason. There was the paid early access.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, there's been like no marketing behind it at all. Like, again, I work in the influencer space, right? No one reached out to me about wanting to play it. No one reached out if I wanted a code or anything like that. And I was like, okay. Saw 2 angry gamers playing, and I was like, huh. I don't think that come out. I didn't think that come out yet. And then I looked and I was like, it's out. I was like, oh damn, okay.
I didn't know until I saw a review for it pop up on my feed, and I'm like, what, how? And then I checked, and it was like, oh, the game is out today, and the review came out today. That's usually not a good sign, unfortunately. Which is really unfortunate, because both of these games are games that I was actually looking forward to. I thought the idea of what they were selling me on for Need for Speed was something that I was like, I could really vibe with this if it's done well.
People seem to like Need for Speed, though.
The new one?
Yeah. Just don't. Like, Matt doesn't like it, but people. The consensus seems to be that it's a very decent Need for Speed game.
That's what I was going to say. Do not take my word as gospel. I'm not a big driving game guy. Like Forza Horizon, I don't. I enjoy, but I'm not like big into it or anything like that. So definitely do not take my word as gospel. Go have a look at other people's reviews who know much more about these things than I do.
Fair enough. We've already gone over an hour, boys, so I'm not going to do the news this week. We'll try to cover it next week if we have time, but it's probably going to be Game Awards heavy, so I'll quickly go through this really fast. We've got some new games coming to Game Pass. You've got Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. You got Hello Neighbors 2. Both of those games coming out December 6th. December 8th, you've got Change Echoes. You have Metal Hellslinger as well, both coming December 8th. December 13th, a Game of the Year contender, we believe. We will soon find out. High on Life and Potion Craft. December 15th, you have Rainbow Billy, The Curse of the Leviathan. Yeah. And we've got Hot Wheels here, but that actually got removed for some reason. I'm not sure why. Oh. Yeah. That for some reason, they've removed Hot Wheels Unleashed, so it's not coming to Game Pass. Interesting. Not sure, not 100% sure why. The other big one, which will be coming in 2023, which is actually huge for Monster Hunter fans, Monster Hunter Rise is also coming to Xbox and Xbox Game Pass in 2023, January 20th to be precise.
One that you missed off that list of stuff coming to Game Pass, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Weird that it's not on there. So
I hate you.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a very good one. Matt.
I was very thinking. I didn't miss anything. What are you talking about?
I was curious too. I was like,
where's he going with this one? No way. Boys, let's plug and get ourselves out of here. Kresh, what are you going to plug this week, my guy?
Very good chances. Me and Fix will be doing a stream for the Game 100%. Awards on the 8th. Whenever it's happening, we will definitely have something on the YouTube page. So if you guys want to subscribe there or bookmark it or whatever you guys want to do, whenever you watch it, you can hang out with us while we watch it. Mm-hmm. That is
it makes it way better. I've got to say, I know some people worry about watching watch-alongs. They're like, I just want to watch the thing. The Game Awards is probably the only one that I would say to you, we just crack jokes the entire time, and then we're pretty much quiet unless it's something big during reaction. So if you want someone to hang out with, come and jump in the YouTube chat, and come have fun with us. Because again, we'll stand up till like for UK 3-4 o'clock in the morning on your own. That sounds lonely. Do you remember the year we watched it with Danoni?
Yes.
Danoni, or in Discord, not streaming or anything, just sitting there talking the whole time. Good times.
Very good times.
Matt, what you got to plug?
Follow us on Twitter. Tell us, what did I ask people to tell us about? Oh, predictions for the Game Awards. Tweet us with your predictions for the Game Awards, please. I want to see them.
Hashtag
Tell you
MXA.
you're silly.
Not yet, but you guys should start working on your Game of the Year lists.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yes.
ask for them, and we might do something we will do something with them.
Yes.
Whenever we do the our Game of the Year list.
Yeah.
And if there's ever any contention, other people's lists can help sort of decide. Like, it will. I'll fight for you guys. Don't worry about it. These other two numbskulls won't, but I will. I'm here for the people.
Sorry, I was saying there's not going to be a ton.
No, I knew what you were saying, but there definitely
Oh,
is.
got it,
There
got it,
definitely
got it,
is.
got
High
it.
on Life comes out 13th.
Oh yeah, I want that to be in contention. I
It
would
will be.
love for that to be in contention.
It's not going to let us down. No way. No
This
way.
year, December was supposed to be great.
December was supposed to be great. God damn it. God damn it, December.
Damn it.
Yeah, you can follow me over at MC Fixer. You can follow Kresh at KreshNet Plays, and you can follow Matt at Matt P Video. Keep supporting the podcast if you can. Drop us a review. We'll do reviews next week or the week after, whenever we can. What have I got to plug? I don't really have anything to plug. I put out my last song of the year, which is the DB Anthem over on Spotify. You can't help me in this in any way, shape, or form, but I am up for an award in No Pixel. I'm up for Best International Artist, and if I win, I will get the thing that I've been working for the entire year, which is crazy, which is whitelist for those who don't know. So yeah, it's next week. I'll either be crying on this podcast. Well, probably not next week, but the week after. I'll be crying on this podcast, or I will be so happy that you won't even be a different fixer altogether. You know?
My whitelist and me.
My whitelist and me. My GTA RP and me. Might have to do that. Till next time, we'll love you. Leave you. See you later. Goodbyes.
Goodbye.